Okay, the first thing I want to talk to you about is how to make sure your photos are backed up to iCloud. If you take a picture with your iPad and you're not backing your photos up to iCloud, and then maybe you drop your iPad and break it, well, you've lost the photo. But if you back your photos up to iCloud, if you do break your device and you need to buy a new one, once you log back into iCloud, there were all your photos. So it's a great way to make sure you don't lose any photos. Let me show you how to do that. First thing you do is you go to Settings and you tap on your name. Then you go to iCloud right here. Then you go to Photos and you make sure the little green toggle button is on right here. That's for iCloud Photos. You don't want to turn that off. You want to leave that on. And once you do, everything is being backed up to iCloud. And by the way, if you have an iPhone and you're backing up your iPhone pictures to iCloud as well, then they'll show up on your iPad. And likewise, any pictures you take with your iPad will show up on your iPhone. So it's super handy and super important to get that right to start with. Okay, the next thing I want to do is show you how to navigate around the Photos app. So let's open the Photos app. And typically you'll open it and it'll be like this. You'll just have a bunch of pictures there, or a few pictures, just depending on how many photos you have in your library. And if you'll notice up at the top, there's a little bar up here, and this one says All Photos, but it also says Years, Months, and Days. And you can sort of sort your photos by those categories. So if you tap on Years, you'll see all of the various years come up. You know how on the old photos you might write the date on the back of the photo? Well, when you take a digital photo with your iPad or your iPhone, it also sort of puts that date on the back of the photo, and then it lumps them together by year. So that's how that works. It also does it by months, and you can go through, various months of each year, and then right down to days. Here's March 14th of 2015. So again, years, months, days, and then all your photos. But there's more to searching around and looking for photos than just those little categories there. If you notice in the top left, there's a little square right here. And if you tap on that, you see a whole bunch of different things pop up. And if you want to look at your entire library, right there you go, you tap on it and all of your pictures come up, everything you've ever taken. You can also click on For You, and over time your iPad will actually choose pictures that it thinks you might like and put them in For You section. Then you've got People. Your iPad will also take a look at people's faces in your pictures and then create groups of photos of just those people, and they're all right here. You can also look for places around the country. Here are different places that I've been and taken photographs. I was in Denver recently, and those are the photographs from there. You can also have favorites, and these are pictures that you decide are your favorite photographs. So maybe you have 1,000 photographs or 100 photographs or however many, and then some of them are really favorite, and you want to just be able to look at those. You don't want to have to dive all the way through your library, and that's where favorites comes in. Let me show you how to do this. If you go to your library and you go look for a picture, let's say this one right here, and you tap on it, to make it your favorite, all you do is tap the little heart right there, and now it's your favorite. And when you go back and you go to Favorites, there's that picture. So you can add as many pictures into the Favorites section as you want. That's how favorites work. You also have Recents over here. These are recent pictures that have come into your library, and you can also search. And you can actually type in a search term. I had Chicago typed in there because I was there recently. And if I search Chicago, then all of the pictures of Chicago come up, just like that. But you can also, when you just go to the search page itself, it'll also give you cities, it'll give you faces, it'll give you years and groups and things like that, and you can just quickly tap on one of those and maybe find what you're looking for. And that is kind of how you navigate your way around the Photos app. Okay, the next thing I want to talk to you about is how to create an album and how to add photos to that album. You know, you're used to album books like I have, you know, when you open up the pages and the pictures are stuck under that cellophane thing, but it is a photo album. Well, you can create photo albums with your Photos app as well. Again, how you do that is you tap on the little square up at the top left, and you go down to My Albums, and you just keep scrolling down till you get to the very bottom, and you tap on New Album, and then it asks you for a name for your new album. And let's say I'll just type Grandson, and I'll create that. And then it asks me, what photos do you want to put in your new album? And all of my photos are here, everyone that's in my library. But I won't take my time and go through all of that, but I will add a few. So if I just tap on pictures that I want to add, and then I click Done, and now my grandson photo album is right there. Again, here's the entire library of all my pictures, but if I just want to look at my grandson photo album, I can tap on that, and there are all the photos. And if you want to add more photos to it, all you do is hit the plus, and maybe you scroll back and you add this one to it, and then we click Done, and now my favorite pic is back in there again. And that is how you create a photo album, and then how you add pictures to the photo album. Okay, the next thing I want to show you is how to delete a photo. Super simple to do. All you do is open up your Photos app, go to Select, like that, and then just tap what you want to delete. So I'm going to delete this one, and then you hit the little garbage can icon in the bottom right corner, and it'll ask you, do you want to delete the photo? You tap Delete Photo, and now the photo's gone. And that's how you do it. It's just as simple as can be. And you can delete more than one photo at a time. If you want to delete multiple photos, you can hit Select, and then maybe I'll delete this one, and this one, and this one, and then you hit the little garbage can icon again, and you hit Delete 3 photos, and they're gone. And it's that simple. You know, sometimes you're messing around with your camera and you take a picture of your foot or the corner of a desk or something like that, and you don't want that picture in your photo album anymore, so you can just select it and delete it, and that's how you delete a photo. Okay, the last thing I want to show you is how to take a picture of a picture. Now, I know this sounds kind of weird, but you probably have a lot of photographs just like I do, printed out photographs. And it would really be nice to get those into your iPad, because you're going to look at them a whole lot more there than you have to go to a cabinet and pull them out. It's an easy thing to do, to take a picture of a picture. Now, there are lots of services out there where you can box up all your photos and ship them off, and they will do all of the work and edit, clean them up, and do everything, and then send you back a digital disc or something, and you can add those photos to your photo library. And that's a great way to do it. But every now and then I might go home and visit my mom and dad, or I might go see my sisters or my brother, and maybe they just show me one old photograph from a long time ago, and I'd like to capture that photo. This is where taking a picture of a picture comes in really handy. So let me show you how you do that. First thing you do is, of course, get the picture that you want to take, and you get it there. And this is one of me from about 30 years ago. And then you just simply pull up your camera app on your iPad, and you just put it over the picture, snap a picture, and that's it. And now, when you go back to your photos, you'll see the photo is there. And you notice there's a little bit of my desk around it. And this isn't a video about editing photos, but I will show you what I do. When I take a picture like this and I want it to look more like a real photograph, I click on Edit, I click on the little crop button, and then I just make it a little bit bigger, and I click Done, and there. Now I've got the picture. And now I've taken a picture of a picture, and it's on my iPad. And I'll certainly look at this a lot more than I'll look at this when I go to pull out an old photo album. And that is how you take a picture of a picture and add it to your photo album.